What was the biggest difference that you saw in the start of the second half?
Well, I thought I'd have to watch the film to really know, but from where I was sitting, I thought that we were just trying maybe too hard in the first half, especially defensively. I've said this before, but it's so true. But like, there's an effectiveness to patient defense. People associate patience with offensive basketball, but on defense, you have to be patient. I thought our guys were trying too hard to make a play. That led to some bad rotations, and Houston Baptist hit some shots in the first half. But I thought tonight the effort was good, but the execution's got to get a lot better. But I think that most coaches and most teams around the country feel the same way about their execution, in early November.
Coach Beard, can you tell us your first game back at Tech, head coach? It was a nice environment, like you said. What's this been like emotionally leading up to and now getting this first one out of the way for you?
Yeah, I think today I just had two things on my mind. I wanted my daughters to get from Abilene here safely, and so I appreciate them skipping the last couple periods of school. If anybody knows the administration at Wiley and Abilene, Texas, see that you can hook them up. But no, they got here in plenty of time, so that kind of cleared my mind once I knew they were here safely. Then just kind of locked in. Today was about our players. I appreciate that question, and I'm really proud of my association with Texas Tech, and I'm proud of the idea that I came back to a place I love. But I'm not the story. The story is the players. We've got 12 guys out there wearing the jerseys tonight that are unselfish, and they've bought in. They're here for the right reasons. They're all good students and good people, and tonight was their story, and I thought it was a good story. It's a great opening night. Again, there's a lot of things to work on, but there's also a lot of positives.
Coach, they threw a little bit of zone at you in the second half, and it looked to me like you had guys flashing through the middle, and you kind of carved that thing up. What were your thoughts about the execution against that zone?
Yeah, I was proud of our guys. I think this should be a fun team to coach because we have a lot of experienced players. We're an inexperienced team playing together, obviously, but we have experienced individual players, 6 juniors and 6 seniors. And I thought tonight, the game plan, we knew they were going to change from one defense to another within the game. And instead of, trying to identify and pull the ball out, let's just attack. Whether it's man-to-man or zone, let's attack and let's let players make plays. And to me, I think that's what coaching is, putting players in positions where they can play. And I give all the credit to our guys tonight. I thought they did a great job executing against a zone defense, especially to be this early in the season.
Coach, you've instituted the Green Light Club with everybody shooting threes in practice and really going through that. How do you think they performed tonight that have made that only getting 10 of 17 from behind the arc?
Yeah, so in basketball, there's some things that we really rely on: low turnovers, unselfish passing, balance. The two things tonight that were really key was we had, I think, 20 assists for 33 baskets. That means we're sharing the ball. That's impressive. And then obviously tonight the three-point shot was a real weapon. That's not something you can always depend on every night. But I'll say this: I think there's a relationship between work and shooting, and our guys have put in the time. And we got a lot of guys that are committed to getting shots up before practice, after practice. We got a coaching staff that's committed to not letting things get sloppy with shooting. I thought tonight was a great lesson for our players. There's a relationship between work and results.
What's the status of Norris Odiase right now?
Yeah, so Norris, he had a real unfortunate deal. It's basically the same injury he had last year to the other foot, but there's a lot of hope there that it's not quite as bad. We're looking at a shorter time period, hopefully, when he comes back. But I'm not a doctor, but I know this about Norris. He's a guy that we're really counting on. I've never coached a better person, a better competitor, a better team player. And seeing his approach today was inspiring. Started this morning at team breakfast. He was popping around. He was talking to his teammates. Norris is a guy that he's not looking for excuses or pity. He's going to get back to work. I have a lot of confidence in our team doctor, a lot of confidence in our trainer, and a lot of confidence in Norris that he's going to come back very soon and have a great season.
You said you're inexperienced in playing together, obviously, with a bunch of newcomers. We know that you got age, but can you tell us what you've seen as far as how that age has translated maybe into maturity?
Well, again, tonight I thought we took a pretty good pot from Houston Baptist early, and I didn't see any panic from where I was sitting. I thought the guys were very composed. I got a good piece of them a couple times during the timeout, and they responded. At halftime, I thought there was no panic. We just made some adjustments, tried to calm down a little bit, especially on defense. So I think more than anything, I saw a composure and a maturity with our team tonight on the floor. I've seen that in practice. I've seen that in exhibition and scrimmages. I've seen that in off the court stuff, but I haven't seen it tonight till the lights came on. So that was refreshing to see. I think we have a mature team. I think we have some guys that are playing for what's on the front of their jersey, Texas Tech, not what's on the back, and it should be a really fun ride this season.
Coach, can you just talk about Keenan? Obviously, a special night for him, but maybe not the loudest, most vocal leader on the team, but it really seemed like he went out and led by example tonight.
Yeah, I remember early on in my relationship with Keenan, just having a conversation with him one time. I was like, hey, Keenan, don't be afraid to be great. You know, it's a lot of times the enemy of great is good, and to this point, I think he's had a good career. But I think he's got it in him where he can take it to the next level and be great. And tonight was a special night because he's making shots. But I have a vision of Keenan Evans where even when he doesn't make those shots, he still impacts the game, and he has a chance to be a really, really good player. So I was happy for Keenan. He's put in a lot of time. He's studied the game in the film room about as well as I've ever seen a first-year player. And it was nice to see him have the results tonight.
Coach, what are you most happy about tonight, and what's the one thing that you'll look to address next?
Yeah, I think, again, pleasing. Nice balance tonight, 5 guys in double figures. Everybody contributed in the game. Some of our players that haven't played in a while got on the court, got real minutes. So I think it was a good win against a team that I have a lot of respect for. Houston Baptist will end up having a good season. They're well coached. They got good players. So I think, in college basketball, we dedicate our lives to this, whether it's the summer or the off season or all the long nights and the players, and we do this all for 31 games with the hopes of playing 32, 33. And I thought tonight our guys really embraced the opportunity to play. I liked our energy at pregame meal. I liked our energy in the locker room before the game. I think we've got 12 guys that are enjoying playing the game. And I always want our players to have fun playing. This is a game at the core, so I was really pleased with that. Things we got to work on, like everybody. Again, too many turnovers tonight, too many fouls. We just got to continue to get better.
I'm just curious what you talked about at halftime, because you came out and you had a great start to the second half and pushed the lead out to 30 and created a lot of separation.
Yeah, 2 things. Again, be patient on defense, not foul as much. Don't try quite as hard. Get back to the game plan. Then offensively, we need some more movement. It's like Keenan put on his Superman cape and everybody's just watching Superman. And that's not going to win games, especially in February and March. And so, hey, guys, let's get back to the game plan. That was Keenan's time, but that's not our game plan in the second half for Keenan to take over. Let's get back to playing team basketball, and I thought we did. So I was really proud of our players tonight. Our coaches did a great job. This first scout was Chris Ogden's, and I thought we had him nailed pretty good. And so a big thank you to our crowd, a thank you to our players, and a thank you to our staff. I thought everybody did a great job tonight. Thanks, everybody. Thank you.